Welcome, devoted fans, to another gripping installment of TV Day's Drama Digest. Today, we're diving deep into the... If you're ready to unravel the secrets, fears, and passions that define this unforgettable day in Salem, buckle up for a detailed journey through the lives of your favorite characters. Let's explore every heart-wrenching moment, every pulse-pounding revelation, and the simmering connections that promise to reshape relationships forever. Trapped in time, Chad and Kat's elevator ordeal. The episode opens with a scene that could chill even the bravest soul. Chad DiMera and Kat Green are trapped in an elevator at Salem University Hospital, caught in a claustrophobic nightmare that tests their resilience and ignites unexpected sparks. The elevator, a cold, metallic prison, has betrayed them completely. The control panel is a mess of sparking wires and shattered buttons, with the emergency and call buttons rendered useless. To make matters worse, their cell phones, those lifelines to the outside world, are rendered mute by a complete lack of signal. No one in Salem. The camera lingers on their faces, capturing the subtle shifts from frustration to fear and, eventually, to something far more intimate. Trapped together, with no rescue in sight, Chad and Kat begin to open up, sharing stories of their pasts, their fears, and their unspoken dreams. The chemistry between them crackles like a live wire, and as the episode progresses, we see moments of vulnerability that hint at a deeper connection. In a particularly poignant scene, Kat confesses a childhood fear of being trapped in small spaces, her voice trembling as she recounts a long-buried memory. Chad, moved by her honesty, shares his own struggles with the weight of the DiMera legacy, revealing a side of himself rarely seen. Their hands brush as they sit shoulder to shoulder on the elevator floor, and the air is charged with unspoken possibilities. Could this harrowing ordeal be the catalyst for a passionate new chapter in their lives? The episode teases us with fleeting glances and lingering touches, leaving viewers yearning for more. A sister's desperation. Felicity's search for Kat. Meanwhile, across town, Felicity Green is spiraling into panic. Unable to reach her sister Kat by phone or text, she's haunted by a gnawing sense that something is terribly wrong. Felicity's worry is palpable as she paces her apartment, redialing Kat's number to no avail. The camera captures her trembling hands and furrowed brow, amplifying the tension of her growing dread. For Felicity, Kat isn't just a sister, she's her confidant, her anchor. The thought of losing her is unbearable. In a desperate bid for answers, Felicity sends an SOS to Chanel Dupree, her closest ally and a woman known for her resourcefulness. Chanel, ever the loyal friend, wastes no time. The two women meet at the Brady pub, where Felicity's anxiety spills over in a torrent of words. She's not answering, Chanel. This isn't like her. Something's wrong, I can feel it, Felicity says, her voice breaking. Chanel, calm but determined, promises to help, and the two devise a plan to retrace Kat's steps. They start at the hospital, where Kat was last seen, unaware that she's trapped just floors above them in the malfunctioning elevator. The search scenes are fraught with urgency, as Felicity and Chanel question hospital staff, check security footage, and even canvass the parking lot for clues. The camera work here is masterful, with quick cuts and a pulsing soundtrack that mirrors Felicity's racing heart. Every dead end deepens her fear, and Chanel's attempts to keep her grounded only underscore the gravity of the situation. Will they uncover the truth before it's too late? The episode leaves us hanging, amplifying the stakes for Kat and Chad's survival. Family fears. JJ and Julie's growing concern for Chad. On the other side of Salem, JJ Devereaux and Julie Williams are grappling with their own worries about Chad. Known for his devotion to his children, Chad's sudden silence is alarming. JJ, pacing the Horton living room, checks his phone obsessively, muttering, "This isn't like him. He'd never just disappear." Julie, ever the matriarch, tries to maintain her composure, but her voice trembles as she voices her fears. Chad's been through so much. What if something's happened to him? Their concern is rooted in love, but tinged with the weight of Salem's history of tragedy. JJ recalls Chad's recent struggles, his determination to rebuild his life after loss, and his unwavering commitment to his kids. The idea that he would vanish without a word is unthinkable. Julie, clutching a photo of Chad with his children, shares a story from his youth, a moment when he promised to always come home to his family. The emotional weight of her words lands heavily, and JJ's resolve hardens. "We're going to find him," he declares, his jaw set. Their search begins in earnest, with JJ calling Chad's friends and colleagues while Julie reaches out to the DiMera household staff. The episode intercuts their efforts with scenes of Chad and Kat in the elevator, creating a dramatic contrast between the frantic search above and the intimate, almost surreal calm below. The possibility that Chad's disappearance is tied to Kat's adds a layer of mystery, as JJ and Julie remain unaware of the true cause, a broken elevator that's holding two lives in limbo. Passion in confinement. Chad and Kat's unexpected bond back in the elevator. The dynamic between Chad and Kat takes a tantalizing turn. As the reality of their predicament sinks in, their conversations grow more personal, their barriers crumbling under the weight of shared vulnerability. Chad's charm, often masked by his guarded nature, begins to shine through, and Kat responds with a warmth that surprises even herself. In a moment that feels both inevitable and electric, their eyes lock, and the camera zooms in on the unspoken tension between them. The episode doesn't shy away from the chemistry, delivering a scene that's equal parts tender and intense. As Kat leans against Chad for warmth in the increasingly stifling elevator, their faces inches apart, the air hums with possibility. A brush of hands becomes a lingering touch, and, before long, they're sharing a kiss that's as desperate as it is passionate. The moment is a release of pent-up fear and longing, a spark that promises to ignite something deeper. But the episode cuts away just as things heat up, leaving viewers to wonder, will this be a fleeting moment born of crisis, or the start of a transformative romance? A mother's grief, Marina and Sammy's emotional reunion while Chad and Kat navigate their confined drama, another storyline unfolds with equal emotional weight. Marlena Evans, Salem's beloved psychiatrist, is grappling with the profound loss of her husband, John Black. The episode opens her arc with a quiet, heart-wrenching scene, Marlena sitting alone in her office, staring at a photo of John, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. The weight of her grief is palpable, a silent storm that threatens to overwhelm her stoic facade. Enter Sammy Brady, Marlena's daughter, who arrives in Salem for a long-awaited visit. The reunion is a masterclass in emotional storytelling. Sammy bursts through the door, her energy a stark contrast to Marlena's quiet sorrow, and envelopes her mother in a fierce hug. "Mom, I'm here," Sammy whispers, her voice thick with emotion. Marlena, usually so composed, breaks down, clinging to her daughter as if she's a lifeline. The camera lingers on their embrace, capturing the raw vulnerability of a mother and daughter bound by love and loss. Sammy, ever perceptive, senses that Marlena's pain runs deeper than she admits. Over coffee at the townhouse, they share a heartfelt conversation, with Marlena opening up about the emptiness John's death has left behind. "I keep expecting him to walk through that door," she confesses, her voice barely above a whisper. Sammy, fighting back her own tears, offers words of comfort, promising to stay as long as Marlena needs her. The scene is a testament to their bond, a reminder of the strength found in family even in the darkest times. Johnny's trial, a family's burden. As Marlena and Sammy reconnect, the conversation inevitably turns to Johnny DiMera, Sammy's son, whose upcoming trial looms over the family like a dark cloud. Sammy's worry is evident as she presses Marlena for her perspective. "You've always seen things clearly, Mom." "What do you think Johnny's chances are?" she asks, her voice laced with fear. Marlena, drawing on her years of wisdom, offers a measured response, acknowledging the complexity of the situation but urging Sammy to hold on to hope. The trial, though not detailed in this episode, casts a long shadow, adding another layer of tension to the family's already strained dynamics. Marlena's role as both mother and confidant is tested as she balances her own grief with her need to support Sammy. The scenes are rich with subtext as unspoken fears and past regrets linger beneath their words. Will Johnny's trial bring the family closer together, or will it drive a wedge between them? The episode leaves this question unanswered, setting the stage for future drama. A tapestry of drama and emotion as the episode draws to a close. The threads of these interconnected stories weave a tapestry of suspense, romance, and heartache. Chad and Kat's elevator ordeal, Felicity and Chanel's desperate search, JJ and Julie's growing concern, and Marlena and Sammy's emotional reunion all converge to create a narrative that's as gripping as it is moving. The episode masterfully balances high-stakes drama with intimate character moments, reminding us why Days of Our Lives remains a cornerstone of daytime television. What lies ahead for our beloved Salem residents? Will Chad and Kat emerge from their confinement with a new bond, or will their passionate moment fade in the light of day? Can Felicity and Chanel find Kat before panic gives way to tragedy? Will JJ and Julie uncover the truth about Chad's disappearance? And how will Marlena and Sammy navigate the challenges of grief and family turmoil? One thing is certain, the drama in Salem is far from over. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.